Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel if this isn't your first time. If this is your first time to the channel, welcome. If it's not, welcome back. I'm Emmanuel here on iMan Lifestyles. You've reached the corner of the channel where basically we talk about fitness, health, finance, character development, and everything involved in becoming a young man in your 20s, right? Now, this is a vlog of my recent work trip to San Antonio for my consulting internship, right? And I'm not going to give out the names of any of the companies I'm working with or for because that's proprietary information. But basically, this is an accountability video, right? I'm here to talk about a couple of things, right? I've noticed in the past year or so, or I'd say even 18 months, there are certain things that are issues that I have in my life that I really haven't addressed, right? And so I've found I usually work on and change things when I'm held accountable for it. It's worked in sports, it's worked in life. So I figure, hey, why not use the biggest stage possible with the most accountability, which is you guys, right? Because at the end of the day, we're all men and women that want to succeed, grow, and get better in this world. So that's really why I want to come out here today and just talk about some of the struggles that I have and some of the ways that I plan to, try and tackle that to see if that will make a difference to help me improve just 1% if at any all. So the first thing I've noticed about myself recently is that I actually have a fear of rejection. And I don't even want to say a fear, right? Because, you can speak things into existence, but I'm uncomfortable with it. And what I mean by that is obviously, a lot of people are like, some what? What about talking to girls? Like, yes, even in that instance, but I'm not talking about just talking to girls, right? I need to think broader here. When I say a fear of rejection, I mean in sales, when I'm asking for something, advocating for myself, when I am trying to approach people just to ask them a basic question, right? As a black man in America, I've been taught that people perceive me differently, especially being tall and an athlete. And so I feel like what I've just in my mind done is psyched up any situation where I'm like, well, how can this be seen? I know I may be asking an innocent question or just making conversation, but how does this look to other people if this conversation or interaction goes south? Is there some way that there could be a legal implication here, right? And so I feel like I'm really just overthinking a lot of different situations from a legalistic standpoint. And I really don't have to, right? Because at the end of the day, even in the Bible, if you're doing what you're supposed to do, the truth will set you free. God has a plan associated with what it is that you're going to do. And if you're following what He is that He has for you, you'll be good. Now, obviously, if you're out here doing crazy stuff you're not supposed to be doing, you probably got what's coming to you, right? But if I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, I'm on my purpose, I'm on my grind, I'm getting to the gym, I'm working on improving, high value skills. I'm working on my communication skills, my empathy and sympathy for people, just working on being more humanistic in the way that I interact, then I should be good, right? And that goes for, like I said, sales. When you're approaching someone, the mindset of you're not trying to sell them something, you're trying to help them improve their life if possible. And if not, hey, it's just like asking somebody you want a piece of gum. You never got offended if somebody said no, they don't want to take a piece of your gum. You move on. Like that conversation literally fades out of your head within seconds. So it's no different. And I used to be of the mindset where I was like, hey, maybe I should just try and overexpose myself to these situations, and that I don't really think helps, right? Because think about it. If I'm scared of snakes, I'm not going to throw myself in a pit of snakes like Indiana Jones and Raiders of the Lost Ark, right? I could use exposure therapy. So it's just a little bit here and there, and I think that's really the best way that I can do this. One small win in the area of, rejection, right? So that's one. The second one is um, I've really noticed that if I don't have wins in areas of life, I start to feel down. And in that feeling of downness, I a lot of times mislabel it as loneliness, right? A lot of times you feel like you want to be around somebody and be comforted, and more specifically, want to be around a girl, right? A girl that, for whatever the reason, whether it's that comforting, nurturing aspect, or whatever the case, whenever I'm not winning, so I'm not, understanding what I need to in school, basketball plays aren't going well, I'm not PRing in the gym, not doing well at work, whatever the case may be, if I feel like I'm not getting a win in life, then that makes me feel down emotionally. And instead of sitting there and using that as motivation, usually what I'll do is, I'll be honest with you, I pout about it. So the way that I need to work on that is recognize that feeling, really sit with it, and attack each day and say, hey, let's not sit in this or look for instant gratification. Let's try and get a win out of this, right? So those are the two biggest things that I think I'm struggling with right now. So Appreciate you if you stayed to the end. Again, not really an informational video, more of accountability. And if you're here to help me on my journey, I appreciate you. I appreciate that. Leave a like, a comment if this is something that you've also struggled with or are struggling with in your life. And until next time, it's Emmanuel here on I Man Lifestyles. Peace out, man.